Clash in Italy, previewing predictions in under 5 minutes. First up, Becky Lynch, Sol Ruca for the Intercontinental Championship. I think this is Becky Lynch. I think she's going to retain the championship because Sol Ruca hasn't had a whole lot of momentum on the main roster. She hasn't had a whole lot of wins. She's got some crowd support, but she's had some fumbles and some slips and trips, as we all know, with Jessica Carr. And I think that storyline will progress as well with Becky Lynch. And yes, it could end up in a Becky Lynch versus Jessica Carr matchup. And that's really the only reason I think that Sol Ruca could win is if you're setting up Becky Lynch versus Jessica Carr, perhaps for SummerSlam. You're not going to have Jessica Carr competing for the Intercontinental Championship. So I think in a match that's going to be really good, it ends with Becky Lynch retaining unless they're going to push Jessica Carr and Becky Lynch. And then, of course, you could have Becky Lynch lose the championship and go crazy on Jessica Carr and just beat her down. Brock Lesnar, Obafemi 2. Well, what's going to happen here? Is it going to be a repeat of WrestleMania? I don't think so. I think this match is going to be longer. I think they have more to show in this matchup than they did at WrestleMania. I wasn't as high on that match as many people were at WrestleMania. I thought that they could have shown more and the match could have gone longer. I think this one goes 10 minutes and we get more than just power move, kick out, finish, kick out, finish, kick out, finish, and repeat. I think this one is going to be longer, and it should be. There should be some nice false finishes that don't involve actual finishers, and Brock Lesnar will, I think, win. Reports are that also Brock Lesnar is not going away after this. In fact, he could go all the way to SummerSlam to face Gunther in Minneapolis. I think that's a logical place for him to end his career. But if you think that he's going to retire, well, he didn't retire at WrestleMania. Why would he retire at Clash in Italy in a matchup that's going to really piss off a lot of people? Because there's a lot of fans, a subset of fans that believe that this loss could totally derail Obafemi's career, which is just asinine. All right, Rhea Ripley, Jade Cargill for the Women's Championship. This match should supersede what they did at WrestleMania, and to be honest with you, their match at WrestleMania delivered. Jade was impressive to the point where she's never delivered on that level since. However, we know she's capable of it, and I think they will do even better here. I expect Rhea Ripley to retain. However, Jade Cargill does have and has shown progress just as a whole over the last 18 months. She has improved. There is a case to be made for Jade to regain the championship, but ultimately I think Rhea does retain. Cody Rhodes and Gunther for the Undisputed Championship. I got to say Cody retains here as well. The reason is if you're going to have Gunther go to face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, he's not going to hold the title against Brock Lesnar because if Brock Lesnar's in his final match, you know he's not going to win the championship, kind of giving away the finish. I expect this match to go 15, 16, 17 minutes. Hell of a fight. Gunther, even in a loss, needs to look strong because he's going to go on to face Brock, assumingly, at WrestleMania. And I think that we are going to have a hell of a match. Could be match of the night here with Cody Rhodes retaining. Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu in this wonderful tribal combat match, i.e. DQ match, no DQ match. This match is going to, I think, be, and it should be, violent. It's going to be aggressive. It's going to take a lot of bumps on the bodies of these two men. Ultimately, I think that Roman Reigns wins. However, this could be the sneaky one. It's going to be the main event of the show and could end up having CM Punk return. It could end up seeing Drew McIntyre return. I know there's also talk of Enzo Amore coming back to WWE. Obviously, this wouldn't be the spot, but he should be in your mind of possible returns for Clash in Italy. Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu. I say Roman retains, but they could certainly go with Jacob Fatu here, despite the fact that he's a underdeveloped star who has only been here for 5 minutes. And the fans are seemingly confused about what to do with Jacob Fatu because they were behind him, but then they put him against Roman Reigns and the fans are like, hey, well, we also love Roman. What are we doing? I don't think the timing's right for this matchup. I don't like Jacob Fatu in a world title picture yet. I think that he is, again, very unpolished performer. I don't think he's ready for this position yet, but they may end up doing it, shocking the world, creating some buzz, and having him gain the championship from Roman Reigns. I wouldn't advise for it. I wouldn't think that's a good idea, but they could do it. I don't think it will because you'll end up seeing Drew McIntyre, you'll see CM Punk, somebody interfering in this matchup to cost Jacob Fatu the match, and Roman Reigns retains. Let me know what you guys think. I'll be doing a full review of the event tomorrow night, so check us out, the WWE Podcast, and see you in the next one.